Hello YouTube, Ronnie, of course. I'm out here by myself. I'm at the new lease pasture. Today's November 16th. Tell my sister happy heavenly birthday, and my grandfather happy heavenly birthday, and then happy birthday to my cousin Sophie. Anyway, like I said, today's Sunday, November 16th. I'm out here at this new lease pasture shred. I've got, I don't know, I've been here since about 7:30 or so, and it's 9:53. I don't know how much more. I probably got 30 acres more to shred, but I ain't gonna do it today. I've got some custom shredding and custom disking to do in the next couple of weeks, and I had the shredder here, so I brought the tractor yesterday. Shredded a little bit yesterday because I had so I could pick the shredder up, and I just decided to come back today, shred a little bit more. I need to take it home and clean the tractor, blow out the condenser, radiator, which I do that all the time anyway. And I want to check out that cylinder. I'm gonna take that cylinder, I'm gonna take it loose from the wing and see if it's a cylinder bad or that PTO shaft is sticking on that right wing. I think that last video I showed you, the train has to pull it down, and but that cylinder just a little county line, you know, tractor supply cylinder. It ain't but 3 or 4 months old, but you never know. It's probably already leaking or something inside, and I don't know if there's any warranty on it or not, but I'll check that out. Then I need to do some welding on. I need a weld on my trailer. My handle broke on one of the ramps. We've got to do that. So Shereen and David went to church this morning, or they're going to church. They don't start until I think 10:30. So they're going to church this morning, and then I'll probably shred for another. I'll probably finish this area. I might do a little bit over there. I'm not sure. And then go load up, go to the house. But yesterday, David and I, we tagged the calves, or we tagged a couple calves, we tagged a couple cows, and then I had that one cow that I brought over here. I guess she got wormy, the stress of moving her to a new place and all that. I could see it, so we got her in the pen. And then one of the ranches next door, they called the owner of this property and said that they're gonna start their AI. So they asked me if I put that bull up. So I put old Derek in the pen yesterday. I don't know much about AI. I have done it. It didn't work for me, so I won't do it again. I sent a few cows. The only thing I know is they give them some type of shot to bring them into cycle, and then they inseminate them. Well, at one time, we lived in Elmendorf, and I had a few cows, and I always had a neighbor's bull, my buddy Daryl Moots. His bull would always come over, so I never even had a bull, and it was just a small place. I mean, it was 10 acres, but I mean, grass was knee-high coastal all the time, so I think I had like 7 cows on that place with calves, and then a couple horses, and didn't have to feed or nothing. I mean, I ain't lying. I had grass. Wish I could have a place like that again. But anyway, so when we moved from there to Lavernia, I sold 4 cows, and I just kept 3. And 3 of the gentlest ones I had, and they were really given to me by a buddy of mine. So I kept them, brought them over here, and at my mother-in-law's place where we moved, we had 17 acres, and they needed Aggies in, so that's why I brought those cows over here. Well, when I ended up getting the ranch, you know, the other place that I haven't showed in a long time, there's just nothing to show. I took those 3 cows over there. Before I did that, I went and took them to the vet and got them to AI them. Well, I had 0 calves. So that's when, for your longer viewers, that's when you saw when I bought that my bully, that big black Brangus bull, and I had him for 4 or 5 years, and then once he started jumping fence, I got rid of him, and then I bought rusty. That Hereford, that it's kind of a, I guess it's a Brayford. Got that. I had that bull for 3 years. I bought him as a long yearling, I think, from Mr. Took, the guy that owns the other place. Bought him, and then, well, D-Rock, his name is Derek, that's what Jeremy's named him, but David calls him D-Rock, and so I just started calling D-Rock. D-Rock was from the farm next door, and he kept coming over. Come over to the fence, he'd come under the fence, and that bull I had, man, he would let him. He'd just sit there underneath the tree like, you know, a lazy son gun. And he wouldn't fight them to get them off the property with us. And well, I'd have to keep running them over next door. And I got tired of it 3 or 4 times. I told Jeremy, I said, hey, brother, either we're going to do something with your bull or I'm going to do something with my bull. He said, sell your bull. I said, shit, okay. And it was funny because I sold my bull and Derek stayed there for years. He was still there. I went and picked him up. Last week one day, whatever day it was, or Sunday. I went and picked him up from the other place. And yeah, he's still there, but he'll get out of any other fences. Like Jeremy's dad borrowed him one time, and he said in the 3 or 4 months that he had him, he got out 5 times. And so when I brought him here, that was what I was worried about. But the reason why I brought him is because he's so gentle. I'm not going to have some guys come over here and rope them, or, you know, David and his buddy, they'll come out there and they'll rope them or whatever, if I had to. You know, it probably cost me a couple $100 for his buddy to come and do it. But you can dang near put Derek in the trailer with cubes, you know, and so that's the reason why I brought him. But getting back to the story, so next door they're AI, and then they've already gave their shots, the first set of shots to cycle them, I guess. So they said they should be coming in to cycle today. So I just put them up, and I got them in there with that cow that we just wormed. She kind of, like I said, she kind of wormed me, so I put her in there, and then I had that little red pair, that red baldy that I bought at Carn City auction the other day. I got her in there too with that calf because we needed to take that calf, but just in case she decides to cycle, that'll give Derek something to do while he's in there. So other than that, this here's about done. Looking pretty good. I found a big old South Texas buck. I'm gonna say South Central Texas buck shed. David found one yesterday. I don't know if he found the matching one of this is on the truck, but I'd rather find that than find it in my tire, because I feel bad for those guys up there in Iowa and, you know, Kansas and all that. I watch their channels, and like San Antone, they got a freaking antler stuck in their tire. You know, you got a 1-inch hole, and luckily I've never done that. And it's kind of hard to see them out here because all these sunflowers are still white. They're white when they're dead like that, and them antlers look white. They're bleached so much. So, but I found one, like I said a while ago. I ain't seen any. I've seen a bunch of quail out here. There's a lot of deer out here, a lot of doves, especially with all this sunflower. Now I don't know if this sunflower was natural or was it planted. kind of ended it for the day. Or I'll have to go and get all this unwrapped out of there. Yeah, stuff just slide. That's the only thing about cutting new places. You don't know it. You mean, so. Go ahead.
Down?
Yeah. Again. I guess I need to take it to Tractor Supply and see if it's warranted or not. Alright, that's dead. Alright, let's take it to Tractor Supply. Go take the pressure off of it. Well, we went to Tractor Supply. Got another cylinder. They've got a year warranty on them. But you know, put it this way, son. That way it's easier to get, no?
It's gonna be the same
Okay.
either way.
All right. They got a year warranty, but of course I don't have the the receipt, so I've got to call in. Got to call in to get. I got to call into the office, I guess, or the corporate headquarters or so, and get whatever they can give me when I bought it. And I know I bought it this year. I just bought it, I want to say 4 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. That is wrong, David.
How's it wrong?
Because.
Oh, yeah, D3.
Alright. I know I bought it this year. And I want to say I bought it right before I got hooked. There's David's new pony. Right there. What is he, a 3-year-old colt? 2-year-old?
2.
2? He's already riding. Anybody wants to buy a hybrid colt, he's got a, what's your colt you got, Guapo?
Guapo, he's a coming 3-year-old in May. He's a heavy dock bred, heavy Hancock grade gelding. He's had over 120 days worth of groundwork on him. He is the kind, and price reflects.
Wait a minute.
It's the exact same way it was when we took it off.
It goes to there, right?
No.
No. This goes on here. This is what. No. Okay, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. I started thinking there. Anyway, he hadn't really been ridden yet. He was working with them. Got all kinds of groundwork done on him. He can do anything on the ground with them, sit on them and stuff like that. Just the time has changed, but he wants $9,000 for him.
Take partial trade for a Luke Smith saddle or a set of Kerry Kelly spurs. Or about 14 brother and son bits.
So what is the Kerry Kelly spurs worth?
About 1,500 to 2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, ain't that must be nice when you can sit there and 1,500 to 2,000 for a pair of spurs. Guess that's what happens when you live with daddy still. Daddy and mama.
Yep.
All right, now let's see everybody close your, what do you call them, cross your fingers? Oh, you ain't worth shit at putting stuff back together.
No, I'm not. Do it later.
Do it later.
Do it later. We're in a rush because we got someone to come pick up hay. I think.
Back it up. Pull my blower off. You can turn that camera off. Well, that worked. So we got that. I'm glad this chair didn't break because it's been out here in the weather. The cylinder was the problem. Y'all saw that. So I'll go in there and call Tractor Supply and see if I can get another replacement. You know, do the other one. But again, on the way home from that new pasture, I was pulling the 32 with the tractor and the shredder on it. I had no power. And I was telling David yesterday I didn't seem like I had any power. So I think we got you know, check engine light. So I went and got me pulled the codes. Turbo, I think turbo's going out. So I'm gonna have to find me a dang. I'll take it to the dealership, I guess tomorrow. It's got warranty on it, so I'll go get that done. There's a couple other little things I want fixed up. The camera's not working. The rear camera for the receiver hitch is not working, and then the blower motor makes some noise. Here, David's gonna jump on. You jumping on this horse or what?
I can. I was gonna saddle him and sit a little while.
I just figured you too, but I can see a laughing when you get fucking bucked off.
Bucked off.
Or,
oh, look, the wild, bro.
I guess I shouldn't be saying that word, but oh well.
Forgot he ain't tight.
But yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, that was that. Again, as usual, thank y'all for watching. Thanks for all the new subscribers and people that have hung in there with me. Yeah, you did pull that cut open a little bit, didn't you? You got some Vetericin or no? Okay. All right, we'll see y'all next one.